The narrative of an American emancipation affixed by my own name, the following to wit.
The dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate.
Hard political decisions which will bring an end to this bloody civil war.
At this stage, it is
As our case is new,
like our Civil War.
so we must think anew and act anew. We must disenthrall ourselves, and then we shall save our country.
Don't go away. The Civil War will return in a moment.
I have seceded from myself. I have seceded from Yankees. I have seceded from the better angels of my nature. I have seceded from everything but her. I could not help but be her slave.
"Hello, Jim Crow," said Mr. Shelby, whistling and snapping a bunch of raisins toward him. "Pick that up now." The
1st of April in the year of our Lord 1865.
Perhaps you'd laugh too, dear reader. But you know humanity comes out in a variety of strange forms nowadays. And there is no end to the odd things that people will say and do.
My master and myself had quite a number of differences. He found me unsuitable to his purpose. My city life, he said, had had a very pernicious effect upon me. The family called it miscegenation. We called it love. She only felt half free, and I only felt half slave. Our love was right as God gave us the will to see the right. It was a house divided, and it could not stand me. The war brought malice toward all and charity for none. Only the war could end itself. It would only go away when it was done with us. The war was in the land and in the cotton and in the fabric of our lives.
"Some folks don't believe there's pious niggers, Shelby," said Haley with a candid flourish of his hand. "But I do."
She had never had a slave under her control previously to myself. She very kindly commenced to teach me the ABC.
What's your hold so precious? This Mr. Karl Marx?
He is the economic genius of the new age.
My early instruction was all out of place.
So I realized $600.
She read to me Revelation and the more, and mankind are disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable, and all men are created equal, except Negroes and women and poor people and Indians and Chinese and Mexicans and rebels and mulattoes and children.
I don't know the manners of good society. Well, I guess I know enough to turn you inside out, you old sock-apologizing man-prap. What was that?
Oh.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
The reading of these documents enabled me to utter my thoughts and to meet the arguments brought forward to sustain slavery.
Yep. Anything would be better than to fall under the United States
The
again.
International Working Man's Association is the only answer.
Everyone is talking about taxation, legislation, miscegenation, emancipation, confederation, assassination.
All we are saying...
What is this?
What?
This.
What?
With Daddy's papers.
What?
That on the 1st day of January, in the year of our Lord 1863,
all persons held as slaves within any state or designated part of a state
The people whereof shall then be in rebellion against the United States, shall be then thenceforward and forever free.
You were free and you didn't even know it.
When, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the
So
earth
on the second day of April in the year of our Lord 1865, we seceded from the Confederacy.
on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
Hurry. Did you have to bring the dog?
It's just my best friend.
Come on.
Dixie. Oh, come on. Oh.
Our knowledge of the North did not extend farther than New York, and to go there and be forever harassed with the frightful liability of being returned to slavery. With us, it was a doubtful liberty at most, and almost certain death if we failed.
I gotta get back to Brooklyn.
New York.
Well, that's what my mom told me when I was young.
Oh, I was up in the Battery once.
No, down. The Bronx is up. The Battery is down.
I'm free.
I'm free.
I'm free.
I'm free at last.
I would at times feel that learning to read had been a curse rather than a blessing.
Dear God, thank God Almighty.
It had given me a view of my wretched condition without the remedy.
Thank God Almighty. I'm free at last. At last.
Freedom now appeared, to disappear no more forever.
Free.
Come on.
Free.
I'm free at last. Thank God Almighty.
I felt as I had never felt before. It was a glorious resurrection from the tomb of slavery to the heaven of freedom. My long crushed spirit rose, cowardice departed, bold defiance took its place. I now resolved that however long I might remain a slave in form, the day had passed forever when I could be a slave in fact. There is a better day coming. The International Working Man's Association has been founded. It declares that all societies and individuals adhering to it will acknowledge truth, justice, and morality as the basis of their conduct toward each other and toward all men. I know I am the center of this war. The war will either kill me or save me.
Never end. They can't stop fighting. They've already paid a month's rent on the battlefield.
Oh, ho. That sounds like something your Mr. Marx would say.
They told a tale of woe, which was then altogether beyond my feeble comprehension. Rained full broadsides on the ironclad monster that took no effect, the balls glancing upwards and flying
During
off,
the night,
having
Major
only
General
the
Lewis
effect
Wallace
of checking
came
her
up
progress
from Crump's
for a
Landing
moment.
with
Colonel
19,000
Logan,
troops,
32nd
and in the morning
Illinois,
the battle was
wounded
reversed
severely.
with great
Major
fury.
Hunter,
The Times says
32nd
that General
Illinois,
Beauregard
killed.
had given orders not to the camp equipage
RS-2DV,
taken
meet
on
me in St.
Sunday,
Louis, September
as he expected a complete victory the next day.
What about March 15th? March 15th?
March 15th.
What's that?
Sumter, 1861, I'll be back.
So much time on European history.
Yeah.
You know, and like I was always into like the Elizabethan period and all the old kings and queens.
Dr. Marks then brought up the report of the subcommittee, also a draft of the address which had been drawn up for presentation to the people of America, congratulating them on their having re-elected Abraham Lincoln as president. Richmond had been emancipated to the ground. I found no severe trial in my departure. I looked for home elsewhere, and was confident of finding none which I should relish less than the one which I was leaving.
Just don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
This war isn't over.
This war will never be over.
We were lost. We were cold. We were hungry. We were tired. The pursuit of happiness is tough.
You're on my foot. The Yankees.
With them, our country.
Fort Payne. What? Do you see it? Do you see a flag? Or?
Yeah. It's 69th Virginia.
Well, we can't surrender.
They're this close to Washington. Maybe they're ready to give up.
They'll never give up. The racist element of this country is rooted in its inception.
You with your big talk about the new thinking and this new democracy. The quiet dogma of the past.
Quiet dog. Shh. It is not a democracy, a republic of elected officials representing the people.
These people! My brother and my father will never accept any country other than his own. The United States are filled with...
The United States is. You got to stop doing it. Lincoln has told us the states must unite under a single nation, setting aside
Did your precious Lincoln tell you what the meaning of R and is?
Our duly elected president.
Oh, elected by no one in the South, thank you very much. And half the country doesn't even vote. Is this your idea of democracy?
It's a republic.
Democracy.
It's a republic.
Democracy.
It's a republic.
I won't go through with this.
It's our only chance.
It's a horrid color.
And don't forget the eyelids. They always forget to do the insides of the eyelids.
Republic.
Democracy.
Democracy. Democracy. Democracy. Democracy.
Republic. Republic.
Democracy.
Republic.
Republic. Democracy. Republic. Democracy. Republic. Democracy. Democracy.
I love you. I love you, and I know that you
This
love
is
me.
insane.
Look at me.
Stop it.
Will you look at me? Will you look at me
I can't.
and tell me what you said before?
Your chains are hurting
I
me.
am telling you that all of this can end. War and racism and slavery.
Oh, what?
It can
and
all
you
end.
and I are going to find the one place in America where we can hide from all of that.
Yes.
You can't get away from this country. This country is spread out all over. I've seen it. Out beyond nowhere, places like California?
All of the political and social reforms that are necessary will take place by the end of the 60s.
Impossible!
Absolutely.
The country's far too divided. We can't agree on anything.
The people will unite. The people will rise. Government of the people.
Oh, what?
By the people.
In the 70s.
For the people.
The 80s.
I'm telling you,
The 90s.
technological advancement
Oh, the
and
next
political
century.
reform and races are just more united than people understand. Nations just can't go and kill everything in sight.
What? Nothing to grow on, nothing to eat.
14th of
God is my
April.
witness.
In the year of our Lord, 1865. I prefer to be true to myself, even at the hazard of incurring the ridicule of others, rather than to be false and incur my own abhorrence. From my earliest recollection, I date the entertainment of a deep conviction that slavery would not always be able to hold me within its foul embrace. I was broken in body, soul, and spirit. My natural elasticity was crushed. My intellect languished. The disposition to read departed. The cheerful spark that lingered about my eye died. The dark night of slavery closed in upon me. And behold a man transformed into a brute.
Look up the road there. Maybe they gotta be going to Washington. Yeah, they have to. Hey! Oh, hello there! Hey!
If you believe me, you better scream all about it.